Hi, I'm Amanda McLean, and this is my persuasive speech. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website, in a November 2017 publication, over 600,000 people were killed by heart disease last year alone. That's 1 in every 4 deaths, so that's quite a big deal. So what I want to talk to you about is starting an exercise program post any heart event. Studies have shown that people live longer when they participate, and I'm going to talk about that. When a person has a heart attack or a stent or open heart surgery, it's vital that they start a supervised exercise program within 3 to 6 weeks post-event. I know that sounds like a bit much, but it's just enough actually. People say a lot of times, what if I'm too sick to work out, or I'm too sick to work out? It's hard enough to exercise when you're well, so I get it. When you're not feeling well, it seems like an impossible task. But it's all the more reason why you should participate in a program. And believe me, I really do understand. But the only way to get better is to actually start exercising. Our bodies were made to move. Exercise will actually stimulate the heart to grow coronary arteries and make it stronger. So it actually builds the heart muscle up, and it allows you to grow more coronary arteries in addition to the native arteries that you have. According to the Cleveland Clinic Cardiac Rehab, key to preventing patient readmissions, patients who participate in a cardiac rehab program actually live 34% longer than people who do not. So it does work. If you're wondering what cardiac rehab is, I'm going to tell you. Cardiac rehab is a supervised exercise program that patients who have had any kind of heart issues can come to, and they get 36 visits in a supervised gym, and they get 18 weeks to finish that. So what they do is they come in and they hook up to a heart monitor, and we monitor them for a period of time, however long it takes them to exercise each session, and then we build from there, and we try to improve their overall endurance and improve that heart muscle. We have respiratory therapists, registered nurses, and even sometimes exercise physiologists on staff, and we're always there to monitor the patient, so if anything were to happen. And these patients are also given education, so they're able to learn how to make the right choices, how to eat right, the right types of exercises, what signs and symptoms to look for, so on and so forth. We invite the family to come too. Despite proven benefits, cardiac rehab programs are substantially underutilized, mostly because the lack of referrals. The patients are not caught in the hospital or referred in time, and when that's not happening, that they're less likely to come. We find that it works better when we see our patients within the hospital and talk to them about it and give them a heads up. That way we can call them later, and they're usually a little more apt to join. According to the data from Medicare beneficiaries, from 1997, only 14% and 31% of patients who've had heart attacks actually participate or enroll in a cardiac rehab. So that's unfortunate. But this was on a November 31st, 2011 publication, actually, of looking back and moving forward, clinical research in cardiac rehabilitation and secondary prevention. Basically, the end goal and what we hope to achieve is actually to allow a person to have a better quality of life and to live longer. So we want to live the best lives that we can. And so what we hope to do is work on supply and demand. We want to improve and increase the oxygen supply and decrease the demand. So with each pump, that heart's able to go in there and grab more oxygen out of the lungs and disperse it throughout the body. And so that way the person doesn't actually have to work as hard. So it might have taken them 3 heartbeats to do what it only takes them 1 heartbeat to do post cardiac rehab exercise. And it is a lifestyle change. We do recommend that people continue doing it throughout their lifetime. Thank you for your time.